Good evening, everybody. 970 ice baths in a row. It's the evening on Saturday. A little late one here, getting to this one today for some reason. Oh, but we got a late start, but we're going to do this. Had a good day with my family, my daughter and her friend. But I'm always talking about consistency, right? Because I think it's really important no matter what industry you're in. I happen to be in sales and real estate, leadership type things, life coaching, and those type of things really focus on consistency, because a lot of people are capable to do things every now and then, but they struggle with doing things over and over and over again. That's the challenge. So that's one of the things that I coach my coaching clients on, is how to be consistent, starting with very small things. Jim Rohn talked about the apple a day concept. That's where you start. Like, where do you think you'd start? You don't need to start with something dynamic or something crazy. Start with something small and something easy, and learn the habit of consistency. Then you can transfer that to other things, like your workouts, or your eating habits, or your reading habits, or your communication with other people habits, sales, your lead generation, right? All the things that we need to do consistently that we just don't. Most people don't anyway. Start with something small and then work your way up. And that's what I do with life coaching, is I teach people how to start with small things and be consistent. Consistency wins. I say that over and over again, but it's really true. People dramatically undervalue consistency. People think all about talent. They think about ability. They think about, the sky is the limit. What's your ceiling? Well, the problem is, what's your floor? Where do you operate normally? I don't care what your ceiling is. If you operate at a really low level most of the time and occasionally hit these big peaks, that's not going to do much. And you see it all the time. People that don't have near as high a ceiling doing much better in life because they're just more consistent. And I see people that are really smart and really capable get frustrated by that. They're like, I'm smarter than this person. I can do more than this person. I know more than this person. Yet this person's out earning me, out succeeding me, whatever it is. Yeah, because they're consistent. That is such a factor. And I don't know why people don't get it. I don't know why people don't put more emphasis on it. They put more emphasis always on goal setting and increasing your ceiling, increasing your ability and your skill set. And if you're not consistent, none of that matters. It really doesn't. I see it in real estate all the time. I see really smart people get into real estate and fail miserably. I know several people, a couple of my good friends that barely graduated from high school, that make a lot of money, like multi-millions of dollars a year selling real estate, because they're really good at being consistent. They don't get phased, they don't get off track. And there's a lot of people that are smarter than them, so-called smarter, that could probably outthink them and do better on a test and probably have more knowledge, that don't make anything at all. And I see that in life all the time. So my call to you today is to think about consistency. What could you do in your life to develop more consistency around the things that matter, right? Major in majors. Don't major in minors. Don't be really good at things that don't matter and then inconsistent at the stuff that really does matter. That's what I see all the time. Consistency wins, but as long as it's in the things that make a difference. So figure out your half dozen things. What are the half dozen things for you, for your life, for your relationships, and for your business? Just sit down and get your journal and think about, what are the most important 3 to 5 or 6 things in my health, my family and relationships, and my business. And then figure out, how can I be really consistent at executing on those 3 to 5 or 6 things. That's it, guys. Most people don't do that. It sounds simple, and it is simple, but most people don't do it. Why? I don't know. They just don't. So start doing that for me. Start being consistent at the things that really matter, and watch your whole life and your business turn around. It's incredible. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.